Is this me? I can't tell.
What's up? I have a CD collection update, number 12, I believe. First one in a couple months. I figured I should do this to start off 2016 before albums start really coming out. So this is kind of like a Christmas haul, Black Friday haul slash stuff before that. I don't fucking know when I put the other one up. October, I think. So maybe I'm missing stuff. Who knows? Probably am. I don't know. I have like 30 albums here. So I'll run through them quick. Why not? Let's start off with 2016. I have one fucking album from 2016 so far. I reviewed this. Ex Mortis with Ride Forth. Incredible thrash. Very talented band. Definitely check it out. Check out my review. So yeah, let's get to 2015 stuff. Wrap that shit up in a bow. Devil You Know with They Bleed Red. Very solid album. I dig it. A lot of these I did review, so I'm not going to say too much else. If you want to know my thoughts on them, go check out our reviews of them. Otherwise, this will drag on for an eternity. But yeah, Devil You Know. I feel they might have hit a little bit of a sophomore slump with their new album. Intronaut, The Direction of Last Things. This made my top 20 list. Incredible album from them. I think it's honestly their best album. You should definitely fucking listen to it. Listen to like Digital Gerrymandering. Incredible song. This is one album that I should have gotten around to review in 2015 but did not, which I apologize for. Stradivarius with Eternal. This band seriously has been growing on me over the months. As you know, I believe the last CD update or the one before that, I ended up getting the album Infinite, and that's what sold me on Stradivarius, basically, that album right there. So Eternal is their new album. I absolutely love it. I mean, one of my favorite songs of the year is My Eternal Dream, but also Rise Above It, Shrine in the Dark, Man in the Mirror. There's a lot of great songs on there. If you're a power metal fan, check it out. I'm not going to say too much more about this album because it was my album of the year for 2015. That is Swallow the Sun, Songs from the North 1, 2, and 3. Gloom, Beauty, and Despair. Great fucking album. Go listen to it. This one I did not review, which I apologize for, but it's a little too late now. Berenice with Purple. I love this album. I love the song Try to Disappear. That's probably my favorite song on here. But other songs shock me. Was it Chlorine and Wine? Really good. Desperation, Burns. There's a lot of really good songs on here. I really like Berenice. They're not the best band in the world to me, but I do find their music enjoyable. I'm sorry, but they shot themselves in the foot with this album in terms of a release date. There was no reason why this album should have came out December 18th. I'm sorry. You announced this album fucking months before that. I just don't understand that. So I feel this album really got overlooked when it came to the end of the year list for 2015. And, you know, honestly, this might have made my top 20. I think this could have made a lot of people's top 20. And yeah, we should have waited. But at that point, you know, just release your fucking album sooner, a week or two earlier. I don't know. That's just me. It is a good album, though. This is sort of 2015. It's way earlier than that. I don't even know. But Revocation with Empire the Obscene, they reissued this, kind of remastered it. This is their debut album, and I honestly think this is Revocation's best album by far. This album completely slays, man. I mean, Tales from the Crypt, Fields of Predation, see, Empire the Obscene, the title track is insane. This is so good. The riffs are so good on this album. The songwriting is just very memorable in my opinion, and that's something that, I mean, I love almost every Revocation album, but they do struggle sometimes with having every song be very memorable. Not on this album, man. I do think it's their best album. So yeah, they have a new album coming out in 2016, I believe. They're working on one, so that would be cool. This one came out earlier in 2015, and that is Camelot with Haven. Not much to say about this one. I love it. Very good power metal. I believe it's their second album with their new vocalist, and it's much better than Silverthorn, in my opinion. Very good album. That's not 2015, you dingus. Neither is that one. Deaf Heaven with New Bermuda. Keith and I just saw these guys open for Lamb of God and Anthrax. We will be reviewing that show. We saw it on a Sunday night, and we got back at like 2 a.m. when you got to get up really early the next day, go to work. Doing a video was the last thing you kind of want to do at that point. I'm sorry. But they were very good there. This album blows Sunbather away, in my opinion. Sunbather, to me, struggles with memorable writing. I'm probably on the minority on that one because I know this band kind of really busted out with Sunbather. But to me, this album's so much more memorable. I absolutely love this album. Brought to the Water. I mean, Gifts for the Earth is such a fucking incredible song. Every song is really good. Yeah. I have thoughts on Deaf Heaven. It's very touchy fan base, I feel, and I'm not sure, because my thoughts, I feel, on them are a little bit polarizing. So I'm not sure. Maybe someday I will fully share my thoughts on Deaf Heaven. But it's a solid album. That's it for 2015. Let's just get into older stuff. Another band that opened for Lamb of God and Anthrax. Power Trip with Manifest Decimation. This is an incredible album. Reminds me very much of old school Slayer, basically. I didn't know what to expect of this band when they opened up, but I was blown away and immediately bought their album. It's seriously good. Very, very fucking crunchy riffs, man. And that's the best part. I mean, it's just the energy and sheer just anger. It's great. Next up, Insomnium, Above the Weeping World. I now have use words. I now have every Insomnium record. This album is fucking awesome, man. I don't think it's my favorite, but man, is it good. Mortal Share, The Killjoy, Change of Heart. I love this album from start to finish. Excuse me. Definitely pick up that album. This one, I've been wanting this album for fucking ever, and I finally got it. And that is Immortal with At the Hearts of Winter. Immortal's probably my favorite black metal band. I mean, you know me, I don't dive super deep into black metal, but I do enjoy a fair share of black metal bands, and Immortal is my favorite. I just feel they have the best songwriting. They have just the best songs, and their albums are just really, really well done from early in their career to maybe the last album they'll ever put out with All Shall Fall. Who knows? And Abbath, his new album comes out this Friday. So I'll be reviewing that as well. So look forward to that. But I mean, At the Heart of Winter, it's a fucking classic, man. If you don't know it, you should fucking listen to it. Next, I'm going to piss some people off, but you know, I like this band called Glory Hammer, and I picked up their first album, Tales from the Kingdom of Fife. This is the best fucking power metal band out there. I'm sorry. I know people think they're super cheesy, and they're like, I don't understand how you guys love them so much, but just listen to their music. Once you can get past the lyrics, it's incredible, and just the vocals, the singing is out of this world. Yes, it's about fantasy and dragons and fucking swords and magic. That's cool to me. Next up, got a trio of albums from a band I mentioned earlier. Couple of these coming up. Actually, I think all of these I ended up getting Black Friday Nuclear Blast sale. They had a really good sale. Stradivarius with Elements Part 2, Elements Part 1, and Intermission. I don't really give a shit about Intermission. I don't know. That album fails to grab me every time I listen to it. But Elements Part 1 and 2 have some very good songs, such as Eagle Heart, Find Your Own Voice, Elements. Awesome. I'm Still Alive is probably one of my favorite Stradivarius songs, as well as I Walk to My End song. Two solid albums. I think they have better. I would pick Eternal over this, or Unbreakable, or Infinity. But they're fun albums to listen to. Next up, Cataclysm with Prevail. This is just a fucking monster album. I absolutely love it. I love Cataclysm's blend of just awesome riffs, just very heavy sound, very just thick guitar tone, and good melody. Very catchy choruses, such as Blood in Heaven. Let's see what else. Prevail, Taking the World by Storm. That main riff is so fucking catchy. I really like this album. This might be Cataclysm's best album. I don't know. I really like Waiting for the End to Come. But yeah, it's good. I don't know where to put any of this shit. This band has an album coming out soon, which I'm excited for. I saw these guys. 2009, 2010, 2011, in that range. If you guys ever went to the Frack the Gods tour that Periphery did, it was Periphery. This band, Textures, their album Dualism, which is the last album they put out in 2011. I guess that was 2011, that tour. I forget who else was on there. The Contortionist. I believe there was another band or two, but that was a very good show, and I never heard of Textures before then. I was like, wow, these guys are very, very good, and I just never got around to picking up any of their albums, so when I was on sale, I was like, dude, man, love it. I love the groove of the fourth track on here, Sanguine Draws the Oath. Well, I don't know how to say that first word. But, man, that groove, awesome. Very, very good album. Next two albums are from the same band. Scar Symmetry with Pitch Black Progress. And Scar Symmetry with Dark Matter Dimensions. Dark Matter Dimensions is okay. I believe that's when their new singer came on board, their singer they have now. Pitch Black Progress is very, very good. I feel it's a little too long, though. It kind of wears you down with its length of 13 tracks, but you know, some of them are really fucking meaty, which is cool. Scar Symmetry is a fantastic band, but it's a little bit too long for me. But definitely check that band out in general. I think I have everything but their very first album. Absolutely love that. I really hope that they get part 2 of their triple concept album type thing. I mean, they're not doing it like Swallow the Sun, put all 3 out at once. But I hope part 2 comes out in 2016. That'll be really cool. Next 2 albums are from a band that's probably one of the heaviest, if arguably just the fucking heaviest band on the planet. That's Meshuggah with Destroy, Race, Improve, and Catch 33. Catch 33 is great. Just one song of just fucking in your fucking face. I really think that's a solid fucking album or song, whatever you want to say. But Destroy, Race, Improve is where it's at, in my opinion. I mean, that album is so raw and fucking pissed off, man. I really almost want Meshuggah to go back to a production of Destroy, Race, Improve. I'm not saying Kolos or Obzan or nothing sound awful. They sound heavy and great, but man, the raw sound of Destroy, Race, Improve really, really, really works. So yeah, that's a great fucking album. Next up is Septicflesh with Communion. Awesome fucking album, man. I love Septicflesh. I thought Titan, their most recent album, was a slight disappointment. It wasn't bad, but I was expecting a little bit more. But Communion and The Great Mass are really two fucking awesome albums to me. I'm going to go back and listen because I know they have a pretty decent backlog. So I want to check that stuff out as well. So if Septicflesh, really early albums, if any of them are really good, leave it in the comments. I'll check it out because I would love to know. I know they've been kind of reissuing a lot of those albums, so that'll be awesome to listen to. But I absolutely love the song Sunlight Moonlight on here. I just love the beauty of that song. But then you get into like Anubis or the title track, and it's just, oh man, it's so good. Such a unique band. Next up is a band that I'm seeing hopefully next week on tour with Cradle of Filth, as long as it doesn't snow. That is Ne Obliviscaris. I got both of their albums. So Citadel and The Portal of Eye, their debut. Two fucking masterpieces in my opinion. I cannot recommend this band enough, especially if you're into progressive metal. I can understand why people wouldn't like them, but I honestly really can't recommend them enough. I think they're one of the most exciting bands to come out in the past few years. I think they have a huge, very exciting future in front of them, and I'm super excited to see them. I'm so fucking happy that they're coming to the United States. So yeah, I mean, hopefully the weather doesn't screw me over, because I'll be seeing them with Cradle of Filth and Butcher Babies. Why the fuck they're on that tour is beyond me, but whatever. Next is one of the best bands in existence, Agalloch, with the Serpent in the Sphere. I never picked this album up from 2014. But hey, Crimbus time rolls around, brother. Someone says, I insist on buying you something, and you tell them, I want fucking Agalloch. And then it happens. Incredible album. I mean, Dark Matter, Gods, let's see, Celestial Effigy, Birth and Death, and the Pillars of Creation. This is seriously an insanely good fucking album. I don't think it's as good as like The Mantle or their earlier albums, but it is very good still. Agalloch's one of the best bands in existence. Lastly, I'm very excited to finally start my collection for this band. I've been listening to this band, not forever, but probably for a year and a half. I remember being in college, and people were talking about this band, and how they're one of the best bands out there, and they have so many great albums, and I checked them out and I'm like, wow, this is really good. I need to get some of their albums. I finally have one of them now, and I'm hoping to get more. That's Bathory with Twilight of the Gods. This is my personal favorite album from them. I just absolutely love the atmosphere on that album, man. It is through the fucking roof. It is so good. It's seriously a shame that their vocalist and mastermind of this band passed away, and that they're not around anymore. This band kind of reminds me of Death in that way. Two bands that I wish still were making music because they were so incredibly good at what they did. So I'm very much looking forward to getting more albums from Bathory. Hopefully all of them at some point, because they really do have a lot of great albums and a lot of great music. So yeah, that's it, man. That's all that I have. So yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of good music recently. 2016 is looking to be a great year. Hopefully, there's a lot of good albums coming out already that have release dates, so those will be exciting to pick up, and hopefully I can just keep chipping away at like old albums that I really want in my collection. That's kind of what I've been doing the past couple years, just hopefully getting 10, 15, 20 of them. I don't know. My shelf's all fucking filled up, so I gotta figure something out. I got CDs sitting on the fucking floor now, and that's not cool because it's dusty. Fuck. Hey, but thanks for watching. Let's see. Yeah, check out the review of Ex Mortis. We just put up our top 5 most anticipated games. The weekly breakdown will return this weekend. Hopefully, we're supposed to get a huge snowstorm. So fuck, man. I don't know. Hopefully, we can get together and cuddle and do something. Let's see. Reviews of Megadeth and Abath will be going up here very soon. Let's see what else. Primal Fear will be happening soon. I will have to look at the release schedule, but there's a lot of cool shit coming out soon, so stay tuned. And like we've said a couple times, make sure you check out our end of the year list that we did, because they were fun to make. Thank you for watching very much. I love you. Goodbye.